Those who thought Season 5 was intense, you are not ready for what is coming next. Because the official teaser for The Chosen Season 6 has just confirmed something we were all afraid of. The story has now reached its most painful and unavoidable chapter. The crucifixion is no longer a distant event. It is here. And from what we have seen in this teaser, this season will not just be emotional, it will be devastating. Every moment, every silence, every look between the characters feels heavier than ever before. So the real question is, are we truly ready to witness the beginning of the end? The teaser begins with a tone that immediately feels different from anything we have seen before. There is no sense of hope or lightness that we sometimes felt in earlier seasons. Instead, there is a deep and growing tension that slowly takes over every frame. You can feel that something irreversible has already been set in motion. The story no longer asks what will happen. It makes you feel that what is about to happen cannot be stopped anymore. And that is what makes this teaser so powerful and so difficult to watch at the same time. What stands out the most in this teaser is the silence. Not just the absence of sound, but the kind of silence that carries fear, pain, and acceptance all at once. Jesus appears calmer than ever. But this calmness does not feel peaceful anymore. It feels heavy. It feels like he already knows every step that is coming next, and yet he chooses to walk that path without hesitation. And that is something that makes his presence even more powerful than before. There is no resistance, no anger, no attempt to escape what is coming. Only a quiet strength that becomes almost heartbreaking to witness. At the same time, the teaser gives us glimpses of the people around him. And this is where the emotional weight becomes even stronger. The disciples, who once followed him with certainty and hope, now seem lost, confused, and afraid. You can feel that they are beginning to realize that this journey is not going to end the way they expected. Their expressions, their reactions, everything shows that they are slowly losing control over the situation. And that shift, from faith to fear, is something that this season seems ready to explore in a very deep and emotional way. And then there is the growing sense of betrayal and tension among the people who were once closest to Jesus. The teaser does not show everything clearly, but it gives just enough hints to make us understand that trust is starting to break. Decisions are being made, and those decisions will have consequences that cannot be undone. It feels like every character is being pushed toward a moment where they will have to choose, and not all of those choices will be right. Another important detail that the teaser highlights is the presence of authority and power slowly closing in. You can feel that the leaders, the rulers, and those who oppose Jesus are no longer observing from a distance. They are now directly involved. Their plans are already in motion. And what makes this even more intense is that they believe they are in control. They believe they are the ones deciding the outcome. But at the same time, there is this quiet suggestion that something much bigger is unfolding. Something they do not fully understand. The pacing of the teaser is also very important. It does not rush. It allows each moment to breathe, to sink in, and to build tension slowly. And this slow build is exactly what makes it so effective. Because instead of shocking the audience with sudden moments, it prepares you. It makes you feel the weight of what is coming step by step. And by the time the teaser reaches its final moments, you are left with a feeling that is hard to describe. It is not just sadness. It is not just fear. It is something deeper, something that stays with you even after the teaser ends. And perhaps the most powerful thing about this teaser is that it does not need to show everything. It does not rely on big reveals or dramatic moments to create impact. Instead, it trusts the story. It trusts the audience's understanding of what is coming. And because of that, every small detail feels meaningful. Every look, every pause, every word carries a weight that feels almost unbearable. Season 6 is clearly not going to be an easy watch. It is not meant to entertain in the traditional sense. It is meant to make you feel, to make you reflect, and to take you through a journey that is both powerful and painful. And if this teaser is any indication, we are about to experience one of the most intense and emotional seasons not just in this series, but in storytelling like this as a whole. And this is just the beginning. As the teaser continues, the tension that was slowly building now begins to take a more defined shape. It is no longer just a feeling, it becomes a reality that the story cannot escape. You can sense that the events leading to the crucifixion are already unfolding, and every character is now being pulled into this unavoidable direction. What makes this part of the teaser so powerful is how it shows the shift from uncertainty to inevitability. Earlier, there was always a question of what if things change. But now, it feels like that question no longer exists. One of the most striking elements here is how the teaser begins to focus more on the conflict between truth and power. Jesus stands as a figure of calm truth, someone who does not need to prove anything because his words and actions have already spoken for him. But on the other side, we see people who are driven by fear, control, and the need to maintain their authority. And this clash, this silent but intense battle between what is right and what is powerful, becomes the core of what we are about to witness in this season. There is also a noticeable change